In 1910, workmen digging a well in Antioch, Syria, spotted the gleam of shining metal in the sunlight. Scraping away the dirt, they unearthed a curious object, a set of two cups, one set within the other. The outer cup was made of silver. The inner cup was made of plain clay, and was the type from which a humble artisan might have drunk. Excitement pulsated throughout the Middle East as the possible discovery of the Holy Grail electrified the world. Today, this artifact can be seen at the Metropolitan Museum of Art in New York City. It is called the Antioch Chalice, and after extensive testing has been found not to be the Holy Grail. Experts list the age of the Antioch Chalice as being 4th or 5th century, very early but not the Holy Grail. Just what is the Holy Grail? The Holy Grail is the cup used by Christ at the Last Supper. Besides being an archaeological artifact of unbelievable importance, the cup is said to have certain powers, including 1. Healing and restorative ability, 2. Conveys knowledge of God, 3. Invisible to unworthy eyes, 4. Ability to feed those present, e.g. the miracle of the loaves and fishes, and 5. It bestows immortality on the possessor. What happened to the Grail? The Grail supposedly passed into the hands of Joseph of Arimathea. Joseph appears briefly in the Gospels as a wealthy member of the Jewish council in Jerusalem and secret disciple of Christ, who obtained the body of Christ after the crucifixion and laid it in the tomb. In the 12th century, non-scriptural writings began to appear telling how the hallowed vessel of the Last Supper came into Joseph's possession and had been conveyed to Britain. Why Britain? Some suggest that the wealthy Joseph made his money in the tin trade with Cornwall and had made frequent voyages to Britain in the past. According to legend, Joseph of Arimathea brought the Grail to England in 37 AD and founded an abbey upon the island of Glass, present-day Glastonbury. Where is the Holy Grail now? A great hill, Tor, towers over the peaceful village of Glastonbury. Atop the hill are the remains of St. Michael's Church. Legend says that the hill is hollow and is the secret entrance of the underworld. There are numerous tales of disappearances into the Tor, usually in the form of people entering and returning mad. In one of these stories, 30 monks, engaged in chanting in the abbey, found a tunnel opening up before them. The monks bravely went inside. Some great disaster befell them. The full story could never be recovered from the survivors, 2 of whom were insane and 1 of whom had been struck dumb. There are, in fact, large caves beneath the hill, and at least one theory holds that the Holy Grail rests in one of these caves. There are other possible Grail sites, including Roslin Chapel in Scotland. The 3rd Earl of Orkney built Roslin Castle during the 14th century. Roslin Chapel, founded in 1446, was dissolved in 151 L, and left in disrepair until restored in 1842. The chapel is noted for a superabundance of ornament, and the famous Prentice Pillar, a beautiful, ornately carved work of art that graces the chapel. In 1962, the famous Grail scholar Trevor Ravenscroft announced that he had finished a 20-year quest in search of the Grail and proclaimed Roslin Chapel to be its resting place. Ravenscroft claimed that the Grail was inside the Prentice Pillar. Metal detectors have been used on the pillar, and an object of appropriate size is said to be buried in the middle of the ornate pillar. There are several alternate theories concerning the whereabouts of the Grail. In the Caucasus Mountains of Russia, there lives a small group of people who have stories of a magical cauldron called the Amonga. This chalice has properties similar to those attributed to the Grail, serving food, giving knowledge, and being able to choose those worthy to serve it. Another theory argues that the physical cup of the Last Supper is gone forever, but that it is an important metaphor for powerful universal energies that we can all tap into if we dare. The silver chalice, as disciples of this theory refer to the Grail, is the set of blood vessels in the neck and the base of the skull which feed the brain. The silver energy can be used to increase the usefulness of the brain, thus giving people able to tap into this energy almost superhuman powers. Thanks for watching.